what would you advise young Africans to help them to contribute their quota to develop their communities?
Let me thank you for that question. The first thing is you have to train your mind.
Yes.
Some of us, we learned that very late. And when I mean very late, if I got exposed to, for example, agriculture because my parents, had a small backyard farm where they had livestock. And then I took it upon myself because I just finished secondary school. I told them I was going to monitor it. And so I practically, nobody trained me. I practically read all the farm management practices from a book, several books actually. And then, I that developed me. So I was able to, earlier on, I said I was into poetry and all that.
Yeah.
I practically read for them, read for the management, and practice of them. And that was just before I even got into the university.
Yeah. Very good.
So that opened my mind into the things that we can do as young minds. So the first thing is that you should be able to look around you and identify problems. Now, when you identify problems, it's a beginning, and then you need to identify solutions. The truth is, many young ones do not want to identify problems, neither do they want to identify solutions, but they want to enjoy the solutions.
Okay.
Yeah, because the road is rough. It's really rough. So, but the truth is, if we don't do that, we are now having people outside the continent coming to do that for us.
Okay.
And so if we don't do that, it's just going to be a situation where your resources, your gift skills, supposedly, if you actually pass through the process, will be taken from you, and then you have to scrabble, for the crumbs at the end of the day. So young minds should develop their mind. Young people develop their mind, identify their passion. It's very important. I've always loved agriculture. So it could be education, it could be health, it could be business, it could be HR, it could be oil and gas, it could be anything.
Yeah.
Anything. So identify your passion and get a mentor, get someone that you can speak to, maybe not a mentor, but a guide who also is probably older than you, have more experience, lead you on, then learn how to read and write. And I'm not talking about schooling. Writing is a skill.
Okay.
And reading is a skill. So if you could, in the comfort of your room, for example, identify solutions and begin to write out. The world is a global village. Write out on social media. Somehow people will relate to the problems or solutions you're bringing in, and you might get an opportunity that will come to meet you. So if you can identify problems and if you can think about solutions, and then you can, the skill of reading and writing in the true sense of it, speaking and writing in the true sense of it. And I mean, if you do that, you become extremely relevant to your community. Many situations and circumstances that happen.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Go on.
So many situations and problems that occur in the community at the societal level, national, they have solutions. Many other nations have passed through that stages and they've had solutions. Some died in the process, but you have to understand that pathway and where it leads to. So young minds should be able to understand that this is their season. There is no future anywhere. This is the future. And they need to harness these skills. They sound so basic, but I'm telling you, if they are properly harnessed, they can be, not that they can be, they will eventually be a world changer in any field, any area, because Africans generally, we have a tough skin, generally. And that doggedness, that inspiration and motivation is there, but it remains dead if we are not ready to develop and do the work that I mentioned.
Yeah. Wow. See, I'm so happy the way you took this last question I asked you, because see, I've been struggling, fighting online to encourage young Africans to read. they don't want to read. They give you all manner of excuses why they don't read.
That's bad. That's really bad.
That's bad. They give you all manner of excuses. Why not? You know? So I was so happy you pushed about reading, writing.
It's important.
They don't know how important these things are.
I told you the other time that I've been writing every week for the past 4 years. I actually have a book on Amazon.
Very good.
Yeah, Dare to Excel.
What's the title?
Dare to Excel. It's actually about academic excellence and talking about the fact that, you know, to become better academically, you need your own motivation and then you need God to help you. So I wrote that just about a year or 2 years after I graduated. I did well in my school. I finished as the best graduated student. I got so many awards, and I got so motivated to write that book. I've written two other books after then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please. Dare to Excel. What else?
Then the other ones are timeless notes and articles.
Okay.
They are ebooks. They are free. The Dare to Excel on Amazon is not free. But the other ebooks, they are free. They're on my LinkedIn page.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a compendium of all the articles and then notes that I've written over a specific period of time. So I have 2 volumes out. The 3rd volume will be out later this year.
Wow.
And I'm still going to write many other books.
Very good.
It's important that we read. I mean, there's this saying, I probably won't be able to quote it well, that if you want to hide something from an African, put it in a book.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, that shouldn't be the case. And I have observed,
there's a reason that quote resonates with you and me, because we know it's true.
Yeah, it is. I think the first time I came across that was when I was a little bit above 10. I think I was 11 or 12. And I said, why would they have to hide something in the book? Is it not book? You know, I was so young.
Okay.
And I remember asking my parents that, and they said, well, that's the situation. And I discovered over the years that, honestly, people that really do great things, somehow, some way, are people of reading and writing. Readers. Now, let's even leave writing, reading as a primary skill. So honestly, I can't overemphasize that. I can't.
Okay, very good.